Judge Weah. We track the statement that he made against Ms. Weah that have upped the violence in this country, because his word must come to pass. And that's not how democracy works. Over the weekend, we went to a retreat at Farmington Hotel. Presidential legislative retreat at Farmington Hotel. We went to discuss. The president wanted us to look at a few propositions for consideration to amend the Constitution through a referendum. One of the key things discussed there was a proposition to undo by-election, to find a means around undoing by-election where vacancies will be filled by some county council, or we find a means around it, and it all boils down to the economy is bad. We will not punish our constitution for an economy that we are creating on our own hands. If, because the economy is bad, that is why we want to change the constitution to deprive the people of their authority, their power, to determine who they want to represent them, then let's fix the economy. Then let us fix the economy and leave the constitution alone on our proposition. I will campaign against it. I will use every weight that we have together. We campaign against our proposition. In a democracy, in any serious election like ours, this is one last hope the people have, that if their elected officials are not performing and working in keeping with their aspirations and their wishes, the time can come for the people to choose who they want to represent them. We will not leave it to the handful of people, especially in a country where the executive has an overbearing impact on the activity and action of people, especially in government. The proposition on dual citizenship is something that we need to look at. I hold the view that once a Liberian, always a Liberian. If we narrow down this dual citizenship issue to only Liberian born, once you were born a Liberian, no situation unless you voluntarily gave all your Liberian citizenship, no situation should cause you to lose your Liberian citizenship. Once you were born a Liberian, you should remain a Liberian. So the review also looked at dual citizenship as to how to accommodate dual citizenship. But we should narrow it to only Liberian born for now. And leave out whether, if you were a non-Liberian, whether you can hold your foreign citizenship and then take up Liberian citizenship. But if you were born a Liberian, no matter what situation caused you to have taken citizenship elsewhere, I think you should not lose your Liberian citizenship. So we need to fine-tune that aspect, which I think makes sense for us to go with. The economy is bad. One of the things that driving this economy further downhill in the toilet is the increase in lawlessness, violence, insecurity. Young girls are being raped, some dying. No justice. People are being shot, sometimes by reckless police bullet. Where is the justice? Every day there is some political noise in the country engineered by the executive and the ruling government and the ruling party. And these things get in the press, get in the international wires, and then they scare investors away. It's time for President Weah and CDC to understand that they are no longer opposition. They are the ruling party. They are the ruling government. We will cooperate with President Weah and the government where and whenever that cooperation is for the common good, in the best interest of our people. We will stand firm. We will stand firm against anything that does not represent the interests of our people. We will stand firm against it. Let me close by saying, we only connected a wire, installed a wire to put a light on in this place. And our colleague, the president pro tempore, started shaking. We even switched the light on yet. Let me state this, I'm not bothered, I'm not moved. During the campaign, I said I may be a 1 week senator, 2 day senator, 1 month senator. But that 1 day will change something here. Because if something changes here, also will benefit. I only enter plenary for 30 minutes. The whole world finishing knowing where Liberia problem lies. But the president pro tempore says, the people elected you, but when you come here, you are not for the people. You are supposed to build. You're supposed to join us. From my understanding, for what the pro tem said, I hear Christians and other people think Masonic craft that one bad thing. From what the pro tem said, I see that this place is the most rotten place in this country. And until we clean it, we use tassel, chloride to clean inside here, the country will continue to suffer. And we here will never compromise the interests of our people, not for a second. Maybe our chair as pro tem does not understand that I'm not desperate to be senator, like some of them. I was shocked that our chair was spewing that reckless, unthoughtful statement, thoughtless statement. And few senators were clapping that when you come here, who sent us here? It is the people. In executive, the boss is the president. At the legislature here, the boss, our bosses are our people, without whom we wouldn't be here. To threaten a senator with the most popular mandate in the entire country was foolhardy on the part of the president pro tempore. To threaten a senator with the most popular mandate in the country was foolhardy on the part of the president pro tempore. I'm sure he will rethink that. Because to threaten somebody with removal on the day they are entering. So what's the threat about? To declare asset, is it something for which somebody can be removed? To reduce your money to give back to the country and the people, is it something for which somebody can be removed? There is no law. There is no law that says when they expel you, you can't contest in a by-election as to fill your vacancy. Every time they attempt that thing and do it here politically, I will contest again and the people will elect me again. Then we'll see where it ends and how it ends. But I will cooperate with my colleagues. I will respect them. It is cooperation that will bring about progress. But where we need to stand up for the country and the people, even if we have to stand alone, we will. We'll be encouraging the formation of the collaborating political parties legislative caucus comprised of UP, Liberty Party, ANC, and ALP. 4 of the parties have legislators here. UP has a UP legislative caucus. Liberty Party has the Liberty Party legislative caucus. ANC as well as ALP. Now we're going to put the caucuses together to form a collaborating political parties or legislative caucus where we speak with one voice, both in the Senate and the House of Representatives. We'll be seeking to make sure that union is formed so that the political parties will not be issuing one statement against something and the caucus members will be doing something else at the legislature. If we say Eaton deal is bad, then no lawmaker from any of the four parties supposed to support or vote for Eaton deal. It means we are contradicting ourselves. We stand together. They say united we stand. And there's strength in unity. And so we want to thank you for showing up. This is our maiden edition of our regular interaction we have with you, so that through you we can get to our people. Our doors will remain open. This is the office of the people. And I want to thank you, and God bless you and save our state.
Thank you so much, Senator. So we will take at most 5 questions. Maybe the senator will entertain a bonus. I don't know. So call your name and where you're from, and then you can ask your question.
Senator Dillon, my name is Henry Kamo, and I work for Front Page. My interest is where you spoke about unity in politics. You encourage politicians to unite despite their different political affiliation. But then you say you're calling on Ms. Weah not to attend a meeting or a dialogue called by President Sully between Mr. Abu Kamara, President Weah, between Mr. Abu Kamara and Mr. Weah. Isn't that a contradiction?
No, it's not a contradiction. President Weah needs to understand that he is the father of the violence that is happening in the country. He is the instigator in chief, and he is the pace setter for what his people are doing. And until he can make a statement retracting that boyish comments he made, Tilia should not sit with him. More besides, President Weah has not had the courage to call his people out by name. To say, well, have you heard George Weah as president say anything about disrespecting election violence? No. Where was President Weah the day the violence took place in disrespecting? He was there in proximity. He was there to campaign for his candidate. Where was President Weah 2 weeks ago when the violence took place in District 15 against Telia? Not day before yesterday, second violence. The one during the closing of the rally. Where was President Weah? Right in that very District 15 to go close Abu Kamara and Paulita Weah's campaign. He was there. They carried casket about Taylor Ure. They threw stones. Have you heard President Weah say a word condemning his people? No. Where was President Weah yesterday? On Saturday? He was right in Monrovia. How long did it take him to say something? Have you heard his voice? Have you heard the voice of the leader of this country to calm down the situation in the country?
It's instructed the Justice Minister.
What instructed Justice Minister? We will call the Justice Minister here. We will summon them here. They will tell us what's happening.
Okay, Musa Kame.
All right, thank you so much, Senator. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. For me, I'm concerned about your declaration. You talked about the person who was a cheater about your declaration to declare your asset and then your reduction of your salary. I've been wondering so many questions in my mind about this declaration, and I'm happy that I want to ask. And the first thing is who's going to be in control of the finance you're going to declare that you're going to deduct for the people? Who's going to execute them? How is it going to be stored? Who's going to ensure transparency for the money? And how is it going to be like these are things I want to know, and where it's going to be stored?
Thank you. First thing, I know that we make more than 5,000. I know somehow it's a little over 10,000. Somehow it's between there and 15,000. So I will take 5,000 to keep me and my family up, to keep my office going, and the remainder, even if it is 15, I will take that 10,000 up, put it in an account that this office will open the first time. Then we'll do county meeting, so that the county districts will decide who will be the signatory to that account. Every month, when the month ends, I'm going to call your bagger to lay on the table and to say, yeah, how much we're really making in this place. And none of you know it, right? You're coming know now. Yeah, no more making around or close to or underneath. You all know exactly how much we're making. And I will take out that 5,000, the balance, which is the majority, I believe, will be put in an account that this office will open through our chief of staff. And then the purpose of opening that account is to make sure we deposit that money in there. Thereafter, we have county meeting in each of the districts, so that we'll put the 17 districts together for them to decide one or two persons who will be signatory to that account, with my chief of staff being a signatory, so that we know whenever the county or the district wants something, they hold their meeting. When they decide what to do, then they come withdraw their money, and with the knowledge of my office, so for proper accountability. But yes, Musa, you know me, we send our money back, and the only reason why we're doing it is to touch the conscience of our colleagues, for us to reduce our money. We want temper with the constitution. Just because we say the economy is bad for now, we want to change the constitution to say we can't hold by election no more because the economy is bad. Why we run into the constitution to change it when we can change some things already without having to go through constitutional review or referendum, especially on our account? That reduce our money. If we really make it 15,000 a year, we are 103. If we send 10,000 back to the government, we will be saving $1.3 million every month. Times 12 months, that's pretty close to 20 million we can save only from this building from 103 persons. We can upgrade JFK and other public facilities. We can contribute to the agricultural sector. We can upgrade Tottenham High, Goodrich, and Basel High, and all the other public schools to take them to standard and put quality in them. And when the government schools have quality in them, and we make it free from K2 to 12th grade, then the private school will start to lose customers. And then it will bring the cost of school fees down. Today, private school can afford to tell us how much they want to charge our students, because some bit of quality in there, right? Some bit of quality in there. We want to make sure that we put that quality or even better in public schools and make them free, so that when our children graduate from public schools, they can compete on the same quality with children who graduated from private school, not necessarily the name of the school they attended. So yeah, Musa, I hope I made it clear. You will know exactly how much we're making here when the month ends.
It's clear, but not until my doubt about you putting certain amount in an extra account that will be managed by your office.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I send it by the phone,
so
I
in
would not.
another way, it's also benefiting your office.
My office is managing it, but not using it.
Yeah, you're not using it, but you're using it for the name of the office.
Bossman, listen, let's get something clear. I'm saying I want to demonstrate that 5,000 is enough for us once we say we are serving the public and we're sacrificing for our country and in the interest of our people. You understand? That our constitution says national leaders should craft national policies for national good. Our economy is bad. The small money we manage to generate, we can put plenty in few people's pocket. When the economy starts to boom again, and we don't want deciding how much to get ourselves, let's reduce it now. When the economy starts to boom again, then we can start to do some incremental increase. That's what national leaders should do. And that money that we take it back to our people is a sacrifice that we committed to them that we will do. Let's see how many of our other colleagues will follow suit. We'll be looking up to them. We'll be encouraging them as well.
Senator, are you saying that since you guys started as senator, you have never been briefed as it relates to your salary and benefit, but now you should be telling us that one little clarity I made when you refer to this place as the most rotten area? You're really referring to the Liberian Senate or the entire legislature? And finally, there was rumors that you refused to sleep at Farmington on the basis that the amount that was spent on that 2-day retreat was so huge. Some institution put out 500,000 and one of others. You want to tell us about this, sir?
I did not sleep at Farmington. I'm sure most of you know. I live right here in Monrovia, and Farmington is 45 minutes away. I went to Farmington and came back. If I wanted to sleep, it was late from the car. Grand Bassa County, my hometown from where I hail, is 45 minutes away. I would just go Grand Bassa to sleep. Why should I sleep in Liberia, in a hotel, on government money at this time? I don't know how much we spend over there. I wasn't in the Senate or in government when they planned the retreat, but I think it was honorable for me to go to the retreat. I didn't come to boycott every government function that made sense. I went to that retreat to represent Monterey County interests. If I had not gone to the retreat, I wouldn't have all these documents to know what the retreat about and all the constitutional propositions that being put up for referendum. For me to be able to inform myself so that I can be able to inform my people, to engage with them so that together we can make a decision on what my vote will be on each of the propositions. You understand? I didn't sign for money. If the money is legitimate, reasonable, it makes sense to me. Nothing wrong signing for it. Nothing wrong. Those who sign for the money did not commit any sin. Now, let's get it clear. Those who sign for the money did not commit sin. My understanding is that the program, the retreat was funded or co-sponsored by the UNDP, according to the information I got. And I'm trying to verify that information so that we can make it even clearer. You understand? But those who signed for the money, they didn't commit any sin. I haven't received a dime. I'm not looking for it. I went to Farmington to go attend a retreat, and I thought it was a good thing that I attended. We interacted with our people. We had discussion from across the floor, and that's what it was. My only thing is that national leaders should learn how to spend judiciously, especially during difficult times like this. What was wrong if we had that thing in the Rotunda or in the joint chamber and restrict it? What was wrong? But I don't know the wisdom used by the planners. I went there in fulfillment of my representation function as a lawmaker to represent my people. I chose not to sleep because I can come right back home. And I came back home. And that's what it is. I'm looking on social media, enjoying my marathon. You know, what interesting is that my first see a group of people praying for somebody to be corrupt. Yes, it is. My man ain't see they're just praying. I thought people are praising God, please take corruption away. I haven't seen a group of people who put a prayer now to see somebody corrupt so they can justify why all the other people should remain corrupt. If they are, all of them. They say Darius Dillon finished buying $75,000 Jeep. They say they get money to buy $75,000 Jeep. No. Two, is Darius Dillon signed for money from Farmington. You go over my signature, you bring it, I'll move for you. When you bring my signature where I sign for money, I'll move for you. It means, if I took the money, I will tell you. I went to retreat I'm entitled to it, but I didn't see the need to take it. So, my fellow citizen, you're watching. You pray long for Dillon to be corrupt.
No, you didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my question when you said the legislature.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
was you
I
described it
said
as
the
a-
statement of the president pro tem gave me an impression that the place is rotting.
My question to you: are you referring
I
to
said this place.
the Liberian Senate?
Where did the president pro tempore speak about?
Okay.
Even the House of Representatives said rotting. Bobo Chimo playing Ludo with the president, the pro tem watching African movie with the president. What is it with one?
Yeah,
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Thanks for coming. We hope you always come again. Thank you so much.